Bible Fellowship Church. This is Pastor Chris here. I'm back. We're back. Daniel's with me again. Daniel.
That's right.
Yeah, we just want to welcome you guys. We're so excited that you're here joining us once again. I hope you're enjoying these videos, and we're still figuring out a name for this. You guys have been seeing on YouTube that we've got a name posted, Daniel, and maybe that's the one we're going to stick with.
Maybe.
Yeah, give us some comments. Let us know what you think about that name. And I'm not going to say what it is. I just want you to read it. You can comment on that. But anyways, I'm excited about this series that we're going through on Sunday. And, you know, we're getting back to the basics. We had a great service last week. We talked about prayer once again, Daniel. And man, I can't even tell you how exciting it is to go through this together. And I'm learning some new stuff. And so we've been on the subject of the Lord's Prayer, and I wanted to ask you a question. I'm going to put you on the spot here.
All right. You always got to put me on the spot. Let's go, Pastor Chris.
Here we go. All right. So I know you moved a lot growing up, and you spent some time in Turkey.
Yes, sir.
Right? So, and I don't even know the answer to this question, but let me ask you real quick. So did you live in more than one house or place when you were in Turkey?
I did.
Okay. Here's the question that I have for you.
Okay.
Well, two parts. What would you consider your childhood home? Do you have a place in your mind where you're like, this is my childhood home?
Yes. I think my California house, because I was little.
Okay.
I was 9 years old when we left. So
yeah,
the formative, like baby years, I guess that's my childhood to me.
Okay, cool. And do you remember the address for that house?
Yes.
Let's hear it, man. What is it?
I'm not going to say it to all you guys because I don't trust you. But I do remember the address to that house.
Is it the house you're living in now?
It's the house I'm living in now.
Well, you can't. Oh, that's cheating. So I got to ask you another question.
Okay.
What do you remember an address to a house you lived in Turkey?
Oh, I remember part of it.
Well, what is it?
So, Ötü Çamlık Sitesi.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you just said. But
That means Ötü Christmas Tree Neighborhood.
Okay. Wow. Cool. So I was thinking about this, and I actually remember the house. We lived in a lot of different houses growing up, but I'm from Roswell, New Mexico, and I remember the address of the house that I would consider my childhood home.
Really?
Yeah, and I actually went on to Google Earth and looked it up today and wanted to see.
It's
and
still there?
Yeah, what's cool is, you know, you could sort of navigate down your street and all that stuff. I mean, Google's pretty incredible, but the address where I grew up was 1505 Taylor Drive, Roswell, New Mexico, 88243.
And someone's going to sell that online now.
Yeah, maybe
personal information.
I know, right? Anyway, so yeah, and the house is still there, and I could see all that. You know, it was just so cool. But I want to sort of bring that back into the focus of prayer. You know, so Jesus, when the disciples came to him, they said, "Lord, would you teach us to pray? Would you teach us to pray?" And Jesus says to them, "This is how you are to pray." And he gives them that famous prayer, the Lord's Prayer. Right. And he starts off with just a simple but really profound statement. He says, this is how you are to pray. He says, "Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name." And actually, I just want to kind of stop there for a second, Daniel, and talk about this idea of addresses, because Jesus actually tells his followers that they need to pray to God and they need to send their prayer to the right address. When he says, pray our Father, and then he gives them the address of where God is.
Yeah.
He says, pray to your Father, not at 1505 Taylor Drive, okay, because that was my address, but he says, pray to your Father in heaven.
Right.
And so, you know, the real question is God your Father? And then the follow-up to that is, when you pray, are you aiming your prayers high enough? Are they being aimed at the right address? Are you sending them to the one who sits on the throne, the creator of the universe,
right,
the one who is higher than every other God, the God above all gods, the one who sits in heaven, our Father in heaven? I love thinking about that, Daniel. I mean, God has an address, and it's in heaven, and he's invited us to pray directly to him. What a cool thought, man.
Yeah, we're so privileged.
Yeah, we sure are, man. So listen, I want to encourage you guys this week, just as we've been talking about prayer, take some time. You know, a simple prayer can be a powerful prayer. And the Lord's Prayer is legitimately that. It's just a simple, powerful prayer. And so take an opportunity this week to approach the throne room of God. Send your prayers high enough Direct them to the right address. And God in heaven hears you, and he loves you, and he's got his plan, and he's working out that plan for your life. What an exciting thing. Anyways, we will catch you guys on Sunday and look forward to hearing from you and seeing you. So comment, give us your thoughts on a name for us, and maybe if God's answered a prayer or you have a prayer request, let us know. We'd love to pray with you guys. Anyways, Daniel, this is fun.
Yeah, it is. Thank you, Pastor Chris.
Thank you, Daniel.
Appreciate
God
this
bless
time.
you.
Yeah, man. All right.
And we'll see you guys again soon. God bless you.